Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'll be discussing what I thought of the latest and very good movie we got in the form of the latest entry from Marvel, the Fantastic Four: First Steps. I saw it opening night a few nights ago, but I finally have had a chance to sit down and share my thoughts and feelings with you guys about it at this very moment. So I do apologize for the slight delay in getting this review uploaded, but I'm here now, and let's get started, shall we? So, before I begin and get into all of that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you haven't seen the Fantastic Four: First Steps yet, and you plan to watch at some point later this week, don't keep watching or listening to this video as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, not my favorite Marvel film. I still enjoyed it, don't get me wrong. I still enjoyed it very much, but it wasn't my favorite Marvel film. And maybe it's possible, it might be possible simply for the fact that it didn't necessarily take place, well, not necessarily, it didn't take place in the MCU. It took place on Earth 828, which I guess is one of the 73 universes that was mentioned in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So this was Earth 828. Fantastic Four exists there. So far, no other heroes do except them. And they have to contend with the planet-eating Galactus. That was another problem I had with this film. I would have preferred a lot more screen time and a much heavier, beefier role for Galactus. Like, it felt like his role was very minimal and not very big. I was grateful for the screen time he did have, but I just would have preferred he had had more of it, more screen time. Because I like that actor so much who voices him, Ralph Ineson. He's got such a deep, powerful British voice that's perfect for villains because he's played so many. And Galactus was like a perfect casting for him. So I just wish Galactus would have had a bigger, larger role. I was pleased that he appeared in the third act of the film, you know, as the big bad when he does attack Earth, you know, and they have some cool fight scenes here and there with him. But prior to the final battle with him towards the end of the film, I would have preferred a lot more screen time with Galactus. Maybe a bit more depth to his character rather than just some planet-eating titan or whatever he was. Everybody did a great job in their respective roles. Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, the guy who plays the Thing, Eben Moss-Bachrach, or whatever his name is, and of course Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic. Everybody did a fantastic job in their roles in the Fantastic Four, as did everybody else playing their respective parts. Didn't have an issue with the performances. I guess my personal issue is that I'm not the biggest or the most well-versed, or I'm not the Fantastic Four. To me, I'm fairly unfamiliar with them, like in terms of their comic book history and whatnot. They're just not my favorite group of characters. I'm glad they've made their MCU debut, and I'm glad they'll be returning next year for Avengers Doomsday. I realize they probably have an important part to play, but they just aren't my favorite batch of Marvel characters, and maybe that's why I didn't feel as strongly as I would have liked to about this film. And the other thing that didn't help either is that I had a couple of jackasses sitting right next to me, a group of buddies who wouldn't stop talking during the film, which was really distracting and kind of took me out of the movie momentarily. So maybe that's why I didn't like it as much as I did. I'll tell you this, guys, this much. I will probably like this film a lot more upon a second viewing or a rewatch, because I feel like that'll be the case with this movie. It's like I'll see it again and I'll enjoy it second time more so. But I still liked what I saw. I was pretty pleased with the action sequences. Special effects were great. Everybody did a great job playing their respective role. Loved the tease at the end there, featuring the brief glimpse of Doom, or Doctor Doom, whatever he's going to call himself. We obviously didn't see his face because it was most likely a stand-in and not RDJ Jr., who was going to be playing the role. So that was a great tease, if anything. Although it was a bit confusing to me because the Thunderbolts post-credit scene showed the Fantastic Four coming to Earth, but this film did not end with them coming to Earth. It ended with Sue Storm and her little boy, and then Doctor Doom appearing, like cradling the boy and whatnot. So that was a little confusing, but I'm sure Doomsday will clear that up for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this film as much as I did, if not maybe more than I did. What did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your night. The Fantastic Four First Steps is now playing in theaters. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks for watching, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.